This is a reading for the air signs. This is a timeless tarot, which means that you will find this reading when your timeline aligns with the message. So for your divine timing card, I picked out the card and next few days. So that's the basis for the reading. We're going to look at what's going to happen within the next few days for you. Bearing in mind, you choose your timeline at any given moment in time. So your timeline could change depending on your actions, your beliefs, and the choices that you make today. But based on your current energies, we're going to see what could be happening to you or for you over the next few days. So we have the thermodynamics card. Thermodynamics is all about how energy transfers. So for example, if you eat food, that converts into our body moving, right? So energy is never lost, it's only ever converted into a different form. Essentially, in a nutshell, that's the concept of thermodynamics. And then you've got the sun coming out. The sun card is the happiest card in the tarot deck. So vitality, joy, success, and illumination. You're going to be using your energy in the most effective way over the next few days. You could be actually designing a product. If you're a pioneer, an inventor, someone that has a great level of innovation, creativity, you literally could be working with energy. There's going to be some real blessings coming your way with the sun card. It also could be a sign as a collective. Now, this reading is for the air signs. There might be some solar activity actually coming from the sun that could affect our earth frequency, which could affect everybody, but I feel like it's going to be in a good way. So even if on the face of it, it might seem bad, like negative impact, it will essentially, in the end, it will be a positive. There's a huge theme of energy, and there's amazing cards coming out. I mean, you must already be feeling the beginning of this because these are big energies. So you must already have a starting point, some momentum. Otherwise, this a big shock coming in for you, but a really positive one. Because you've got the Ace of Wands, which again is the wands are about passion, fire. There's a huge theme here about sun, fire, energy, solar. The Ace of Wands is new energy, inspiration, creativity, a new spark, a new innovation. I feel like you're an inventor. All the energy that you've used over the years, because you could have been putting so much effort in and energy in over the years, working on a product, trying new designs, trying a publisher. No one was interested in your ideas. But now, over the next few days, somebody is going to be interested in the idea that you've put so much energy into and so far not had any luck with. The tide is turning, and it is turning quickly. If you feel that that's not your path, that you're not an inventor, this could translate more simply into you're going to be becoming more efficient with your time. So instead of trying, you're going to be seeing more holistically what small changes can you make to shift the energy so that the energy you're putting out is more aligned with the abundance that you want to attract, rather than not being aligned, but keep trying, working hard. Discipline is absolutely a virtue. I mean, if you don't have discipline and you can't follow through and you can't stick to an idea and you can't stick to studying, or you can't stick to, an invention to get to the end of it, the ideas it will only ever be an idea. So discipline and hard work is very valuable. However, sometimes we can fall into the trap of thinking that if we just keep trying, then eventually we will get the success. That's not always the case, because trying and using up your energy is good as long as you're receiving feedback that's helping you improve along the way. If we are just doing the same thing over and over and over and not getting the results, but we just keep going because we think if we keep doing it, eventually it'll work, that's not a great way to use energy. On a more day-to-day level, I would say if you're not an inventor and if you haven't been trying to bring something to life, this message for you just means realign the way that you're approaching a certain situation. You know, there's an area of your life that you've been putting a lot of effort in, but you're not getting the result. Shift that practice, or shift your energy while you're conducting the practice, or the task, or the drawing, the painting, the writing, the work, the report, the management, the corporate work that you do, whatever it is. Just shift your energy around what you're doing. And then we have the dream architect. You may be having more vivid dreams within the next few days, which is always, if you can remember your dreams, that's really helpful, because I mean, the famous psychologist Carl Jung talks about the dreams are actually real, and what we think is real is actually the dream. So there's a lot of information that we can find in dreams that can help us to understand our daily reality and the bigger picture of all the events that happen in our life that seemingly might not make sense to us. But if we can tune into our dreams and actually remember them, that's a real positive, helpful tool to help you make sense of life and help you make decisions. Also, manifestation, vision boards. What are you doing right now to help your dreams come true? This is literally the card saying your dreams are coming into fruition now. Your manifestation, your efforts have now converted through the principle of thermodynamics. So your energy is shifting from effort into results. Your dreams are coming true. Page of Wands, more fire, more passion, more creativity, exploration, new ideas, again, enthusiasm, curiosity. You are a natural creative person, you're an innovator, you're a pioneer, you're setting the way for the next generation. You think bigger, you think of ideas that nobody else has ever thought of. So air signs are intellectual. So air is all about intellect. And all the great inventions come through the mind, at least the concept of them. Obviously then they feed through the physical mechanisms of the body. We actually have to take action to create the invention. But all innovative ideas come into your mind, first and foremost. And your mind is remarkable at receiving, because you're an antenna, receiving divine blueprints for technology that hasn't been created yet. You're an antenna for that. And because it's a divinely inspired idea, that's why it has to be realized. That's why the energy you've used will be balanced in terms of the result eventually. You know, every thought we have, it's not really our thought, it's not really our idea. Your invention was put into your mind by the infinite information field that is the quantum field, and all the beings, angels, guides, gurus, spirits, God itself, all the information, all the ideas already exist in the quantum realm. But when your antenna is on the right frequency to receive the idea, it pairs like two magnets attracting each other. It's a vibrational match. And that's what's happening. And because of that, it's destiny that the idea will come into the world. And you may find as well that once you've initiated this and once you've started to spread the word, or once you've started to gain some success, that other people randomly start to have the same idea. Because what happens is your antenna has received the signal here on Earth, and then because the signal is now more available, it's kind of more localized, other people can then tune in more easily to that signal. So other people might randomly have the same idea as you, but you may have never spoke to them, they may have never known that you had the idea, but it's sort of spontaneous that there may be more people all thinking of the same thing at the same time. It's because that idea has been received by one human and is now more easily accessible to other minds to tap into that. And I feel that you are an antenna for the human race to receive divinely inspired technologies, ideas, innovations. And it doesn't have to just be technology like computers. It could be spiritual technologies or ways of life, meditation techniques, books, formulas, numerology. So exciting, amazing. And then you have the Death card. This is the ending of something. As a new door opens, by definition, a door must also close, right? So you're leaving one room and you're entering into another room. So a chapter's closing. Maybe it's the chapter of constantly striving, constantly using up that energy and getting nothing in return. This is going to be a busy few days for you, it sounds like, air signs. Then we have the quantum computing. Maybe that's your idea. Maybe you're using your computer or that typical type of tech, where everyone thinks of tech as laptops and, you know, USB sticks, or I'm not a tech person, you'll probably realise that the more you follow my readings, but maybe you are, because you do have the quantum computing card. So in some way or another, one of your ideas is linked to computing, IT. It could be like cryptocurrency or blockchain, or just a new quantum mindset of looking at a situation from a quantum perspective. An upgrade. You could be upgrading a previous idea into a quantum idea, just like normal computers are being upgraded into quantum. Maybe your innovation or your idea is an upgrade from a less, you know, a solution that's out of date now. You know, it needs to update and stay aligned with the quantum reality that we're moving into. Because as a species, as a human species, we are moving into a quantum reality, whether we like it or not. So you have the King of Pentacles, amazing. This is your fruits of your hard work. King of Pentacles is all about material success. So you're going to start seeing the pennies coming in. That's the short and sweet of that one. The material success, the financial rewards, the recognition. The Pentacles is about tangibility. It's about things we can touch, something that's real. It's no longer just an idea anymore. It's a machine, it's a paycheck, it's a colleague that we're talking to, it's a job where we have a desk. It's converting the mental into the physical in terms of our experience. And with the King, that's the most mature version of the Pentacles, which means you're going to be reaching as a really mature version of your physical material abundance, right? Which is an amazing sign. You will require some strength, but I think you have it, because you've got the strength card coming out there as well. So this is an absolutely amazing reading. I'm so excited for you. And on that note, I will leave you with a final card, the Light of Life. Embrace your unique glow, however small, to light the way ahead. On that final note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Please subscribe, because I'm giving a free reading, personal reading, which will be 30 to 40 minutes long, and it'll be sent via YouTube, via private link. It'll be your personal reading, I'm giving it to one of my first 50 subscribers because this is a brand new YouTube channel. So please help me grow the channel by subscribing, liking the video, leaving a really nice comment if possible, and sharing the video with anyone who you think may find it helpful. And I'll see you next time.